Hello and welcome to the instructional video from Pole Vault Atlanta, designed by Coach Hal Fairbanks, Coach Matt Berry, and Coach Matt Antilli. We are showing you this video on how we teach our kids here at Pole Vault Atlanta. We hope you enjoy this instructional video and get as much as you can possible from what we teach. In 1983, an unknown 19-year-old athlete from the Ukraine changed the sport of the pole vault forever. Sergei Bubka won the first ever World Championships track meet in Helsinki, Finland, and what was Bubka demonstrating was an entirely new technical model in the pole vault. This model was specific for the biomechanics of the pole vault. Like Dick Fosbury of the Fosbury flop in the 1960s with the high jump, Petrov and Bubka created a new model in the pole vault, and at Pole Vault Atlanta, we try our best to emulate this method that has produced some of the best vaulters in the world. Everything in the pole vault is taught, for there is nothing natural in the pole vault. The fiberglass pole, the foam pit, the rubber runway, the shoes, the crossbar, the standards are all unnatural, nor is anything natural about running down a runway with a pole and jumping over a bar. Therefore, everything in the vault is specifically taught, and we use these methods in teaching our athletes at Pole Vault Atlanta. Here you're seeing Sergei Bubka clear 6 meters for the first time in world history. And what Bubka is implementing is the Petrov model. It is the most technical model in the sport. Vitaly Petrov of the Ukraine has coached Giuseppe Gibalisco, Yelena Izmbayeva, Tiago Braz, who is the Brazilian most recent 2016 Olympic gold medalist, and world record holder Sergei Bubka. In 1974, Petrov took to Bubka at 11 years old and created a new innovative model to the pole vault. The book Beginner to Bubka was developed by Alan Launder of Australia after he watched Bubka and Petrov and watching USA pole vaulting from 2005 to 2007, including the Reno Pole Vault Summits. Though Petrov and Lauder agree that athletes have their own athletic style in the pole vault, this does not mean that each athlete has its own technique in the vault. And what we try to teach is the Petrov-Bubka technique model in the pole vault. We hope you enjoy this instructional video and how we teach our kids at Pole Vault Atlanta. With our beginners, we always start with a short pole, showing them proper pole placement, how to hold the pole, how to move the pole. We then take the short pole, we do the following drills: 1, 2, plant, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We do these walking drills with the short pole, then we transition them to the long pole. And then we take these walking drills and we bring them in the sand pit and we begin doing these drills running. Now for our walking drills. The first thing we show the athlete is proper placement in the pole with a short pole. The arms are shoulder width apart with the top arm on their hip and the bottom arm about 8 inches from the chest. The vaulter then moves the pole with both hands up as they do the walking drills. 1, 2, plant is the first drill. Though only 2 steps, this drill is essential in showing how to move both hands for the entire jump. The athlete begins with their feet shoulder width apart and then a rocker step on the foot opposite their takeoff leg. Here we have a right-handed vaulter who's going to do a rocker step, 1, 2, plant. 1, 2, punching the pole as high as possible. Rocker step, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant, pushing the pole up as high as possible. Rocker step, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant. The athlete moves the pole every single step of the way with their top hand, which is their right hand, as you can see in the video. We want to make sure the left arm stays at the chest and does not drop to the hip as they move the pole forward. The kids do these with a short pole, and then we'll eventually transition to a long pole. Rocker step, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rocker step, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Notice how the athlete is pushing the pole forward, up every single step. And by forward, we mean up over their head, not forward in front of their body. Now we have the athletes walking drills with the long pole. They do the same drills: 1, 2, plant, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rocker step, 1, 2. These are rookies who had never pole vaulted before at this practice. And notice how they punch the pole up with both hands. Their top hand punches directly over their head, and they do not let the pole tip touch the ground. We want everything to be going up. All that energy focusing up. Left arm 8 inches from the chest. They rocker step, and they punch it up over their head. Same thing, but now rocker step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, plant. Rocker step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, plant. Pushing the pole up as high as possible. Rocker step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, plant. As you see the athletes doing these drills, the pole is moving the entire time. Their arms are moving the entire time, and there's no passive part in the movement. These drills are done walking for a number of repetitions as a part of our warm-up every day before practice. And then we take these drills to the sand pit, as you're now about to see. The athlete puts the pole tip at their feet, reaches up as high as possible, and that is their top hand. From 11 feet, we rocker step, and we 1, 2, plant. The athlete puts the pole on their shoulder, points down at the vault box, and then attempts the jump. We don't have to do anything crazy good here. We just have to jump into the pit, keeping our arms straight, our top arm straight. Rocker step, 1, 2, and then they keep the knee drive up. As the athlete does a better job of rocker stepping and 1, 2, planting into the pit, not pulling, and keeping their knee up and their trail leg straight, we can move them up a little bit on grip. We generally stay at a lower grip and we work our way up from here. Rocker step, 1, 2. We do not want the athlete pushing the pole with the tip on the ground down the runway. When the athlete gets a little bit better, they can then put the pole on their hip and do the same thing. We generally do these drills with our beginners and our intermediates every practice. From the sand pit, this stuff correlates and goes to the real pit. Now you see the athlete moving back to 22 feet with a little bit of a higher grip. What they're doing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant, without turning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant. Keeping the knee up, the top arm straight, planting the pole in the sand pit as if it was an actual vault box. Rocker step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant. The pole is being pushed up with the top hand. In this case, it is a right-handed vaulter, so the right hand goes up. Now they're turning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant. What we generally do is we put a bungee out about 8 feet in the sand pit. And the kid's objective is to turn as they go over the bungee. Athletes are trying to get their turn going by driving their drive knee and rotating it over their trail leg. Right knee over left leg over the bungee. The athletes can then go up a little bit more in grip, but we never want our kids to hold higher than 9 feet in the sand pit. Rocker step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant, turning over a bungee. Most athletes think this is pretty fun, and it's a great way to get them to learn how to pole vault properly in the pit. When we see kids making mistakes in the real pit, we immediately send them back to the sand pit to fix those things. Now you'll see at 30 feet, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Again, turning, finishing with their top hand on the pole. In this case, it's a right-handed vaulter. So the top hand, the right hand, stays on the pole, again turning over a bungee. 1, 2, plant is from 11 feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plant is from 22 feet. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 is from 30 feet. And we're trying to keep the vaulter's stride consistent. Coach Hal Fairbanks and I wanted to put together what we thought were the 10 best pole vault drills that we do. 2020s, sandbox, gold medal, jump hits, knee bumps, one-arm walkthrough, tripod landing, bracing across the pit, brace to stay behind the pole into the pit, and jump to the stomach. The first drill is called 2020s. This drill comes right out of the Beginner to Bubka book and video. We try for 20 steps in 20 meters. This is how we develop a consistent approach run. We teach the athlete to stay tall, head up, chest up, lifting the knees, and getting the feet down fast as they get 20 steps in 20 meters. The next drill is the gold medal run. This drill we developed to keep our kids from overstriding and staying tall to learn our approach run system. It's quite a challenge and goes against many accepted systems, but we see it as essential. We hold the pole between 9 feet and 9 feet 6 inches. Our goal is to get 4 lefts to the box, or 4 rights if you're left-handed. We get 4 lefts starting at 30 feet. Once we've done that, we move down to 29 feet, 4 lefts, then 28 feet, 27 feet, 26 feet, and then 25 feet. We do 5 reps at 25 feet. You will notice the feet must come down fast. That is the goal. Faster, shorter strides to the box. The next drill is called jump hits. This drill also comes out of the Beginner to Bubka book and video. This is how we practice our, quote, free takeoff. Our athletes, beginner to elite, work on this every practice. We place the pole above our shoulder in plant position. We rocker step and take a couple of steps, then we jump before the pole tip hits the ground, hence a jump hit. Emphasis is on the knee tucked, toe down, and keeping the top arm straight. The next drill we take from Tom Hayes at Kansas University. It teaches to push the pole up to the plant. The kids that do this drill tend to stop to drop the pole to their hips. Then they try to lift the pole back up to plant it. It drives us nuts. The drill really is an attempt to improve the plant using the bottom arm. Set the pole as if you are making to your approach run. Begin walking and begin the plant path. Push the bottom arm up while planting the pole. Let the pole hit the ground while walking through, releasing the top hand, keeping the bottom hand on the pole. The next drill is brace across the pit. This is another Dave Butler drill that we got from Petrov's Brace to It. It's a safe and simple way to keep our beginners behind the pole. They find that staying tight in this drill is easy and it makes sense. And note that they are not trying to bend the pole, but as they brace, the pole will bend. Holding at the pole at about head level, we jump across the pads to the other side. We brace with the wrist underneath and the elbow out, tightening our body to stay behind the pole. We want to keep that elbow out to elbow inside. That knee is tucked and toe down. The pole may flex, but we do not try to bend the pole. Rocker step. And then the top arm stays straight with the bottom arm bracing behind the pole. The next drill are knee bumps. We take this drill from Dave Butler, the coach at Rice University. Our gymnastic kids tend to jump with straight legs at takeoff. That means their knee drive leg is straight. It drives us nuts. So we have implemented this simple drill to them. You'll see how easy it is and how it can really make a difference in the pole vault. Hold the pole at about head height with the top arm extended, placing the pole next to the pit. They rocker step and jump up to the pit, bumping their knee to the pit, hence the knee bump. They rocker step and they jump up into the pit. These are a group of our beginners who are doing the drill. You can raise the grip a little bit each time to make it a little bit more challenging, but the point is to get the knee drive up. The next drill is pole vaulting into a tripod position. This is a favorite drill for our beginners, and this is where they get a real taste of the pole vault and have a chance to show what they can really do. This drill may be expanded in many ways to make it more of a challenge, as our demonstrators show. From 4 lefts, we jump for distance. The idea is to jump to 2 feet on the pit after the turn, driving the knee drive leg over the trail leg, finishing with the top hand on the pole and a tripod. You can do it over a bungee or a barricade to make it more of a challenge. The obligation is to get the vaulter to vault into the pit, going over something, whether it be a barricade or a bungee, and landing deep in the pit with their top hand on the pole. Pole vaulters should not leave the pole with their bottom hand on the pole, but with their top hand. Rocker step, they take 4 lefts to the box, swing, and turn over a bungee. The 10th and most important drill that we feel is the jump to stomach. We feel this is the best and most important drill out there. The first time we saw it was in the state meet in 2006 as Coach Victor Krylov was coaching one of his athletes. It is also prominent in the Beginner to Bubka book and video. We really liked it, tried it, and we see maximum benefits in the pole vault. It has everything in the pole vault. It is safe and can be practiced multiple times with a straight and or a bending pole. This drill, in our opinion, is far superior than the so-called pop-up drill. From 4 lefts, we start with a straight pole. We execute a full jump to our stomach. Emphasis is on all phases of the jump: the run, the takeoff, the swing, the turn, and the push-off. When an athlete has mastered the straight pole, we move to a flexible pole. You can see how this drill looks way more like a real jump. We hope you enjoyed our instructional video. I'm Matt Berry, assistant coach at Pole Vault Atlanta, and we hope you enjoyed this, and good luck coaching your pole vaulters, and best of luck this track season.
Have a big dipper going up.